The term psychopath is not an official psychiatric diagnosis, but is commonly used to describe individuals who deviate significantly from societal norms. Often confused with sociopath or psycho, these labels are no longer used clinically, though they remain popular in everyday language. In modern psychology, these traits fall under antisocial personality disorder, a term that many experts find vague. Public misunderstanding often leads people to label serial killers as psychos or assume they are insane. In reality, most serial killers are not psychotic, but may exhibit psychopathic traits. However, not all psychopaths are violent. Many are nonviolent offenders, like white-collar criminals. Psychopaths are typically manipulative, intelligent, emotionally shallow, and lack remorse. They often mimic emotions to manipulate others, but do not genuinely feel sorrow, guilt, or empathy. Dr. Robert Hare developed the Psychopathy Checklist Revised, PCLR, a widely respected tool that scores individuals on psychopathic traits on a scale from 0 to 40. A score of 30 or above typically indicates a primary psychopath who is often charming, calculating, and has little criminal history but still engages in harmful behavior. In contrast, sociopaths tend to score around 20, display more impulsive and criminal behavior, and are more likely to form emotional attachments. Ultimately, understanding the distinction between these terms and the traits they describe helps clarify that most criminals, and even most psychopaths, are not serial killers or violent offenders. Female psychopaths often display histrionic traits such as grandiosity, excessive emotionality, egocentrism, and a constant need for attention and admiration. While all psychopaths manipulate others to serve their own needs, women with these traits are particularly driven to seek validation from those around them. Compared to males, female psychopaths typically show less physical violence, but they still exhibit high levels of manipulation, deceit, and antisocial behavior. They often struggle with self-perception, empathy, and understanding others' motivations, and they may have a distorted sense of reality. Studies of female juvenile offenders reveal high rates of victimization, particularly sexual abuse, which may help explain their later aggressive or criminal behavior. Female serial killers tend to share key psychopathic traits with male serial killers, such as impulsivity, superficial charm, lack of remorse, and manipulative behavior. However, women are more likely to kill in domestic settings, operating discreetly and sometimes evading detection for years. One of the most reliable tools for assessing psychopathy in criminal offenders is Dr. Robert Hare's Psychopathy Checklist Revised, PCLR, developed in 1991. It is based on earlier work by psychiatrist Hervey Cleckley. The PCLR is a 40-point scale used primarily to evaluate male offenders in prisons and psychiatric facilities. On this scale, average non-psychopathic individuals score around 5. Typical incarcerated offenders in North America score around 23. Psychopaths, according to Hare, score 30 or higher. The PCLR requires the use of a detailed scoring manual and must be administered by a trained and licensed professional to ensure accurate results. One of the most important findings is that individuals with high PCLR scores are 3 to 4 times more likely to reoffend, recidivate, than those with low scores, making it a valuable tool in criminal justice for risk assessment and offender management. Professor Rees encourages you to carefully read this chapter as it contains valuable information. Drawing from his many years of experience investigating crimes, including homicides, he emphasizes that strong reading skills contribute to strong writing skills. Effective writing is essential for good detectives, who must be able to clearly document their investigative work. Have a great day!